7:53 right now, and on this World AIDS Day, there is hope. Good morning to the Fox Medical teams, Dr. Joette Giovinco. I guess the first question is there a cure yet, or are we still talking about treatment?
We're still talking about treatment, but I think that there are really exciting types of studies going on. You know, we're still looking for that vaccine. It's been elusive, but there are other medications out there that really are stepping up. There's injectables. There's obviously the antivirals, which have made tremendous strides. So we are able to get those individuals who are infected, we're able to get those viral loads down so far that the blood tests can't pick it up.
As we talked about treatment and prevention, one of the problems with this disease is that it is caused by risky behavior.
It is, and that really has to be modified, certainly. But there are some individuals, you know, for whatever reason, the risks still occur. Now, it could be a committed couple where one has HIV, one does not have HIV, but certainly other situations. IV drug abuse, of course, is another one. So there is a medication that can be taken daily. A lot of people do not know about this. 34% of doctors didn't know about it in one study. But it's called PrEP, or Truvada is the name of the drug. You take it every single day, and what it does is helps prevent a person from getting infected. When they looked at studies where the PrEP was used, in some cases where you had a stable kind of environment and couple, it was about 90% or greater effectiveness. It was a little less effective in IV drug abusers, some say, because they weren't perhaps as methodical about taking it. So it's definitely out there. You do have to ask your doctor. If your doctor doesn't know about it, though, you need to go and look further, do your research.
Right. Let's talk about new parents and little babies. And can I just say it's a miracle that our kids survived having us as parents. New research on baby bumpers and also some warnings about allowing the kids in bed with mom and dad.
Absolutely. So crib bumpers, the Consumer Safety Product Commission is saying no more bumpers. They want them banned completely. Did a lot of research looking back at death certificates, found at least 48 babies who died as a result of bumpers. 67% of those, it was the bumper itself that caused the death. Other times they were kind of wedged in between, saying something else that was in the bed and the bumper, or maybe they jumped off the bumper over the side and they got wedged between a wall and a bureau. So they said it could be up to 77 deaths, but also about 150 other near fatal injuries that occurred. So take the baby bumpers out. They really aren't helping your baby. Some of the other bumpers that are out there, maybe the mesh or maybe the vertical, might in the future, but they really said that there aren't enough studies out there. And as far as sleeping with baby, do not sleep with baby. We've heard this over and over and over again. The American Academy of Pediatrics has gone even further and said that you shouldn't put a co-sleeper in your bed. I know that they sell those. They really do not recommend those either, but they do recommend having that baby in the room with you in its own separate crib. Nothing in that crib except a mattress with a very fitted sheet. You certainly want to put them in the prone position. They have seen there is some good news, 38% reduction in SIDS deaths. They think in part because people are doing those things, putting the baby on its back. But they also said it's because moms aren't smoking as much, another good sign. And so you have other things that are contributing to the fact that we've seen a decrease in SIDS deaths.
And really quickly, let's talk about lots of folks traveling over the holiday season. In-flight medical emergencies. Are aircraft and our flight crews equipped to handle those emergencies?
You know, they are. It really is amazing. I did some research and I talked to some docs. They said that they have kits up there. But you know what's even more striking is there's 3 consulting groups that actually help people up in the air. One of those 3 said they had 36,000 in-flight calls for individuals or passengers that needed help. So what is in that kit? The doctors say, and only doctors and nurses can use this extensive kit, but there's IV fluid, there's medication, epinephrine to help the heart, there's asthma inhalers, there's airways, so if someone needs to be intubated, and also on board are automatic external defibrillators. Now, that can be used by flight attendants or the pilot. Also, first aid kits can be used by them as well. What is not on board, seizure medications. I've talked to other docs that say that they wish that they had a way to measure rhythms of heart rhythms. So there's an app. We found an app actually called AliveCore that can do that. But I think the bottom line is if you're traveling, you're not feeling well, you may want to skip that flight, number one. Number two, Make sure that you carry on all your medications. You know, we have this tendency to want to
Yep.
put everything in our checked bags. Don't do it. You may have a layover, something else may happen. And so, you know, just be safe. Try to be safe when you're traveling.
Good advice as always, Dr. Joe. Thanks very much. Have a great holiday season.
Thanks.